Swiggity swag, once in the bag, Jay here, bringing you guys another top 5 video, and this week I am bringing you guys my top 5 bug type Pokemon because bug type was the one that won the vote in last week's vote in between fighting and bug. But if you guys enjoy this series and you happen to enjoy this episode as well, do not forget to hit that like button, as it does help support the series, support the video, the channel, and it makes me a very happy guy. Also, do not forget to vote for next week's top 5. It is between poison and fighting, and do not forget to leave your own top 5 bug type Pokemon down in the comment section below. And also keep in mind that this list is fully opinionated, so you do not need to agree with my opinion, but as long as you respect my opinion, I will respect yours. And also, to avoid duplicates, things like Vivian and other Pokemon that I've already mentioned are not on this list, but let's go ahead and jump into this list. So coming in number 5 on this top 5 list is Ledian, and this probably surprises a lot of people because I never talk about Ledian at all. If you ever mention Ledian to me, I mean, you probably won't get a response out of me, but I really do like Ledian. And the reason why I like Ledian is basically its design. I don't know, like in college, I honestly hate ladybugs. Well, I don't hate ladybugs, but they annoy me when they get into my room. Now, of course, when they get into my room, they don't bother me. But outside of that, though, I mean, why am I talking about college? I guess it's because Ledian's a ladybug, and I get ladybugs here in school. But at the same time, though, I do like ladybugs, and I do like Ledian because Ledian is a ladybug, and I do like Ledian's design. Stat-wise, let's just not talk about stats, because the only notable stat Ledian has is special defense. Everything else is complete and utter booty. It sucks, it's ass, it's not even worth mentioning. It does get the ability Iron Fist, which is really good. It's a good ability. Too bad Ledian doesn't necessarily benefit from it because, like I said before, and I'll say it again, Ledian stats are absolutely craptastic. But that I don't like Ledian because of its stats, okay? It has great special defense, that's fine. But I don't like Ledian because of its stats. I like Ledian because of its design, okay? Ledian is rocking my 3 favorite colors, being red, black, and white. And not only that, but I do like ladybugs. Ladybugs are friendly, they're nice, they actually help a little bit when it comes to plants and shit. And I mean, Ledian is just a really awesome Pokemon. I don't like how the fact that they call it a 5-star Pokemon. I don't understand why it's the 5-star Pokemon. That doesn't make any sense to me whatsoever. But outside of that, though, I do like Ledian's design. I did have a Ledian Pokemon card like years and years and years ago, back when I was a kid, and I kid you not, I love that card to death. That card was like one of my main reasons why I like Ledian. I don't know what it was about that card, but I love that card and I love Ledian, and that is why Ledian is on this top 5 list. So coming in at number 4 on this top 5 list is Shedinja, or Shedinja, whatever, what a fucking one is. Bleh! I can't talk. Shedinja. I like this Pokemon. That's why it's on the top 5 list. Now I'm gonna tell you why. I really cannot talk today, but I like Shedinja because, well, first of all, it gets the ability Wonder Guard. It's the only Pokemon that gets the ability Wonder Guard. If you do not know what Wonder Guard does, Wonder Guard makes it to where only super effective moves will hit Shedinja. So things like Flying, Ghost, Dark, Fire, things like that, Rock, moves that are of those types will hit Shedinja, but other moves do not hit Shedinja. So this means that you can switch in Shedinja in on like a Pokemon that really can't do anything to it, and you can proceed to set up with whatever what setup move you want to use. I think it gets Swords Dance, Hone Claws, whatever you want. It gets Shadow Sneak. It gets I think Bug Bite, or what's the other move? X-Scissor. It gets that. It gets, I think, Shadow Claw as well. It just gets a variety of nice moves, and like I said before, it just doesn't have it. I mean, it can't get hit by moves that, like, it can only get hit by super effective moves. That's amazing. I mean, in a sense, it kind of sucks as well because it can still get hit. It's not invincible, but at the same time, though, there are moves that just can't touch it, and then that just gives you the opportunity to set up and stuff. And I mean, its stats are okay. They're not really the greatest, but I mean, other than that, though, I mean, Shedinja is a really nice Pokemon. I like the fact that since Nincada, however you want to call it, evolves in Ninjask and sheds its skin or whatever, I like how Shedinja is that shedded part, and I love that. I love that about this, and that's why Shedinja is on this top 5 list. So coming in at number 3 on this top 5 list is Scolipede. And Scolipede is on this list because, let's be honest, Scolipede is a monster, okay? If this thing was real, if this thing was a real thing in real life, this thing is 8'2", okay? That is fucking tall as shit. If I ever saw one of these in real life, I would run so fucking fast. I would grab the nearest lighter, the nearest freaking axe, can of axe, and I will flamethrower this thing to death, okay? This thing is huge, but let's talk about stats, okay? This thing is fucking speedy, okay? This thing is fast as hell. It's really fast. It can hit really hard. It gets moves like Poison Jab. I think it gets what's the bug move? It gets Mega Horn. It gets Steamroller. It gets all these moves that are just really powerful. And then to top it off, it gets Swords Dance. It gets the ability Speed Boost. You can run Protect on this, and it gets Baton Pass, so you can run like a support Scolipede to pass off like a +2 attack and +1, +2 speed, whatever you want, to a Pokemon that can sweep. This thing is just amazing. It can do so much on its own, but not only that, it can also help out a teammate and give it the extra power it needs to sweep an opponent. I like Scolipede, okay? I love this thing. This thing is fucking amazing. Just the fact that it gets Speed Boost, Swords Dance, Baton Pass, and Protect, all of those moves together just makes this thing a threat. And then to top it off with Mega Horn and Poison Jab and all those other moves, and like Earthquake, Rock Slide, or whatever. Does it get Rock Slide? I don't know. I think it get Earthquake though. But yeah, that's why I love Scolipede, and that's why Scolipede is on this top 5 list. So coming in at number 2 on this top 5 list is Heracross, and Heracross is on this list because, well, let's go back to the Johto anime. I love Ash's Heracross. His Heracross was so freaking amazing. It was funny, it was powerful, and I just loved it. Okay, I liked how Heracross would always go to Bulbasaur and like suck the sap out of his bulb. Like, that kind of sounds wrong, I know, but I just really like it. I just like the fact that it was there for like comedy. It was like a comedic relief, but at the same time though, this thing is fucking powerful. I liked how Ash brought it back into the Sinnoh League, and he used it to stop Tobias's Darkrai. Okay, he put Sleep Talk on this Heracross just for Tobias's Darkrai. I'm sorry, but when did Ash become smart? Because if you think about it, Heracross gets the ability Guts, okay? So if you have a sleeping Heracross, it gets the Guts boost. Not only that, but it also gets the ability Swarm and Moxie. Being like, Moxie is probably like one of the superior abilities, and then Guts, and then Swarm. But all of them are really decent abilities. I prefer Moxie Heracross just because if you kill something, like usually your Choice Scarf Heracross comes in, kills something, gets an attack boost. Or better yet, you can Mega Evolve it into Mega Heracross. It may slow down, but it gets Skill Link, and it gets access to Rock Blast, Bullet Seed, Arm Thrust, all those moves. Pen Missile, I think, whatever the bug move is. It just gets so many moves. It's so powerful. It hits hard. It has decent speed, and that is why Heracross is on the top 5 list. And coming in at number 1 on this top 5 list is Mothim. And I don't think anyone actually saw this coming either, because I never talk about Mothim, but I love Mothim, okay? I see Mothim as the inferior Vivian, okay? Because it gets Quiver Dance, it gets Hurricane, or I think it gets Hurricane, or maybe does it get Hurricane? I think it does. And if not Hurricane, it gets Air Slash. It gets Bug Buzz, it doesn't get Sleep Powder. That's why I call this thing the inferior Vivian, because it doesn't get Sleep Powder. Sleep Powder is one of the things that makes Vivian so powerful and so threatening, because it can put you to sleep and then it can proceed to set up. Mothim can't do that, but that doesn't mean Mothim can't set up though. Mothim can set up Quiver Dances all freaking day. I can put a Focus Sash on this thing, can live one hit, set up a Quiver Dance, and just hit back. It's so fucking amazing. Plus, in free-for-alls, no one ever expects a Mothim to be dangerous. So I brought it to a free-for-all, And I kid you not, Mothim did work, okay? It got on people's nerves because they couldn't touch it. Like, I would run, like, what I would run on mine is, I think it was what, Bug Buzz, Air Slash, was it, I can't remember what, HP Ice, Hidden Power Ice, and Quiver Dance. And I would just wreck souls. I one-hit KO'd a Garchomp with Hidden Power Ice. I mean, it is Hidden Power Ice, and Garchomp is quite weak to it, but just the fact that a Mothim was able to take down a Garchomp was fucking amazing, okay? Mothim just hit, it doesn't hit too hard, but I just like it because it's just so gimmicky. It's hilarious to bring to free-for-alls because, like I said, like, no one expects Mothim to do work because it's like, it's a Mothim. Who cares about it? Vivian is better, so why bring Mothim? You could bring Vivian because no one expects Mothim to be a threat. And then after they see that first Quiver Dance, they're like, oh crap, we gotta take care of this Mothim. But by the time they try to take care of the Mothim's already killed like 2 or 3 Pokemon on the field, you know? And plus, Shiny Mothim, have you guys seen Shiny Mothim? It's blue. That's awesome. I have a Shiny Mothim named Blue, and it does nice work in free-for-alls, but that is mainly why Mothim is on its top 5 list. It just, it's dangerous. It's just a dangerous little moth. I'm gonna eat your clothes. And that is going to be it for this top 5 video, you guys. So if you guys enjoy this week's top 5, do not forget to hit that like button, as it does help support the video, support the channel, and it makes me a very happy guy. And do not forget to leave your own top 5 bug type Pokemon down in the comment section below. And do not forget to vote for next week's top 5. Like I said before, it is between poison and fighting. And thank you guys so much for the support and so much for watching. And I will see you guys next time. Peace.